Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 180 of the AllYouCanHear podcast. I'll be your host today, Patrick. And joining me today are my three carnal co-hosts.
Jonathan.
Chicken-headed Colt. I got chicken head.
Werewolf Wenzel.
That's right, everybody. It's finally spooky season, one of our favorite times of the year.
Yeah, and I'm a chicken-headed. I got a chicken head. It's just my normal body, but a tiny chicken head. That do anything for you? That make you feel good?
No, it's fucking gross.
Oh.
It makes me laugh because there are other things that chicken head means.
I'm running around the room. I don't know what you mean, Pat. You're going to have to explain to me, because I don't get what these boomers are trying to say to me.
Chicken head means dick sucker.
Honestly,
What?
that's the first time I've heard that.
That's the first time I've heard that too.
Same. I've never heard that one before.
Okay. Look it up
Pat made that
sometime.
up.
Yeah, Pat, you're just making stuff up.
No, it's real. It's real. You'll just look it up. But anyway, we're not talking about dick sucking.
Or are we?
Where are we?
Because it's spooky season, and every Monday in October we're having a different spooky episode content. And today's episode, we're building from the ground up a spooky supernatural romance story in traditional AYCH fashion.
You know how we do. Every Halloween, we bring out the monster fucking every time.
Today's episode goes out to all you monster fuckers out there.
Such as our last hit, The Spider Who Loves Me. And that's pretty as far as we go.
No. The shade. We had another one. It was the Shades of Blood. I couldn't think of a name.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I was trying to think of Shades of Grey, but I couldn't remember it.
Shape of Water, too.
We did the Shape of Water too.
Electric Boogaloo. Alrighty, so as we get started, you know, vampires, werewolves, your classic monsters, done to death. I vote for our supernatural romance. The monster be a swamp creature.
A swamp creature.
Like our Dollar Tree version of Swamp Thing.
God damn it, Jonathan. Are you you shouldn't have said that, because now I'm thinking softcore redneck porn.
What in the fuck are you thinking? Where?
Softcore. Come on, let's get that hardcore double penetration going.
Okay, we're doing hardcore redneck.
We're not
porn.
making porn, you know? We're making a romance story.
Then why am I here?
It's going to turn into porn.
Yeah, because like everybody knows Harlequin romance novels are just like it have this super glossy cover, but you know they get down to freaky, dirty, spooky shit in the corners of those pages.
I'm learning a lot of new stuff from you, Pat. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Actually, I knew that too.
Why does no one tell me this?
You didn't know that
because you're a baby.
Yeah, you're the youngest of the group, so we had to shield you from all the perversions of the world.
God damn it. I haven't.
Like monster fucking.
Fuck. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, you do now.
Now I do, yeah. So we got to do.
But I think Jonathan had a good idea. We should all pitch a monster that hasn't been the focus of a movie or is like just an uncommon monster. You had a swamp monster. Colt, what's a monster that hasn't been done to death that we should maybe bring to the table?
All right, I'm thinking a tiny goblin that picks up used condoms. What's up? What's everybody thinking? I know the room went quiet. I need to have a poll.
Okay, if we don't pick the tiny goblin, I think the tiny goblin should just be there regardless.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably be even funnier if he was just a side character.
Yeah, I kind of feel like whenever our main characters or any character in the movie just ends up like screw banging, the little goblin is just there to pick up the used condom and dispose of them properly.
And he also holds the camera. And I vote that he's being played by Gary Oldman.
Just keep in mind, this goblin is probably 2 inches tall. It's a tiny goblin.
I mean, fucking Gary Oldman has played a little person before.
All right, let's get into it.
And advised though it was.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean...
Never mind.
What's happening over there?
You know, I recently watched a movie called The Year of Living Dangerously, and there's a character in there that is a his name is Billy Kwan, I think, and he is a little person, a Chinese little person, Sorry, I was gonna say dwarf. I'm sorry. That's what he calls himself, and in the movie, and a little person, and he's played by Linda Hunt.
What?
Who?
Look. I don't know. I don't know if I just threw a random wrench in the cog.
He's an actor being played by another person?
No, he's a character. He is a character being played by Linda Hunt.
Oh.
So like Linda Hunt is not an actual little person.
Oh, okay.
Linda Hunt is not a little person, nor is she Chinese.
Yeah, I looked her up because I didn't know who she was. No. No, she isn't.
What?
Ooh, that's a
That's
big
like a
oof.
double minority impersonation. I'm surprised Scarlett Johansson didn't try to get that role from her.
Ayo.
She won awards for that performance too.
How old is this movie?
I didn't even. How old is it? I want to say it's the 80s because it has Mel Gibson.
Oh,
in
it's
it.
Mel Gibson. Anything with Mel Gibson that has problematic stuff apparently was okay.
It's just, man, it was because I didn't recognize her. Literally, what they did was they 1982. They just dyed her hair, made it short. Yeah, man. So sorry, that was just something that came to my mind. Also, speaking of goblins, there's also that there's a thing on Twitter of like found footage of goblins. Very funny bits.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. This little goblin right here is coming for your condoms.
All right, Pat. What monster are you?
Did Wenzel say a monster? Is he
No,
back?
you go,
This
Pat.
is Linda Hunt.
No, what? No, no.
My monster is a manticore.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Body of a lion, tail of a scorpion, face of a man.
All right. I say no. I say
Okay.
I don't say no. I say nothing wrong because I like it.
But I mean, never mind.
Oh, what you got over there then?
No, I was just gonna, I had an idea, but now I think kind of Pat stole
Well,
it.
then what? Say it. Whatever it is.
Centaur. I mean, it's not the same thing, but like, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, that's perfectly fine.
well,
Wenzel.
hold on. I feel like we can compromise all this. We have
No, I'm fucking stupid. Apparently.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
No.
Well, you said it, not me.
Oh.
No, what you're saying, Pat?
I say, what if we had a love triangle?
Mm.
We have two of these monsters get the hots and steamies, but one has feelings for the other, but they just can't figure out how to reconcile this three-way animosity and amorousness.
Okay, so the resolution to the movies, they discover polyamory.
Wait a minute. So you telling me? Oh my God, this makes sense now. Swamp monster, manticore, centaur, all fucking, and Colt's little goblins picking up their condoms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We pretty much have the end of the movie where they all get together to the end, but we gotta get to the end.
Okay.
No, we got to make a story too. I get that, but like, I hope that we do because then if we don't, we're gonna have to cross off the spooky romance and put spooky hardcore porn.
Okay, so oh my God, I feel like we should say who's going to play our characters.
I mean, we need to
Well, we should probably say who of the three monsters, Centaur, Manticore, or Swamp Thing, should be the main character.
I feel like Swamp Thing could be a good main character.
Yeah, but okay, yeah.
That could be a really good ugly duckling tale. He's just like I'm just a lonesome man in the swamp
Or it could be a lady swamp thing.
lady Swamp Thing.
Well, do we want to have a?
Oh,
Do we
Miss
want-
Thing.
Miss Thing.
Oh,
She's got a
Oh,
fucking
no.
dump truck
You know-
ass.
wait. I'm getting some weird thoughts.
What
right
are you
now.
thinking about?
I'm thinking, okay, if this is a lady Swamp Thing, and then I'm thinking if our centaur and manticore are two males, but they have like if the centaur has like the horse cock, and then the manticore has a lion cock.
Yeah, what happens?
There's going to be some DP.
Like
I have.
because I was thinking though, like I'm on board the polyamory, but I'm not sure if I'm on board with the hetero because like hetero romances are played out Hollywood. Hetero, we could do better.
Pat, I agree with that. Okay, so okay.
I'm just confused why we're skipping the romance immediately and getting to the horse cocks.
Because it's just something that came in my mind.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why did I say came?
Yeah, I'm sure it
God
came
damn
in your
it.
mind.
Yeah, it did. Oh.
Oh my god. It popped up and popped up. That's damn it.
Hey, Wenzel, a quick question. With the centaur's dick, is the dick in the front part where the man is, or in the back part where the horse is?
Or does he have two?
Back.
Oh, okay.
He's in the back.
I have to say this. I request that the goblin is the butler of the swamp monster. And
Oh,
I request
yes, I like that. Yeah.
that the goblin is played by Michael Caine, okay?
Okay.
He'll be whenever he greets the swamp monster. Did we decide on what we're wanting to go, like the female swamp monster?
No,
I
no.
say we get dump truck ass fucking female swamp.
You know what? Michael Caine could be
no,
like,
I'm-
here's your condom, Monsoir.
No, you gotta talk like this, Master Wayne.
No, I like the idea that the goblin has a British accent, but he uses French words.
Yeah, I do too. We can like mix up all the languages if we have to.
But I like the idea of the Condon goblin being a butler, because I had the idea, what if this is like a curse? Like getting back into the spooky, there's a curse put on this like rich person's house, Miss Thing, and because she fucked up somewhere, she crossed the wrong like swamp witch. She put a curse on the famous rich debutante, and her mansion was sank into the swamp where it lived. So now she just needs someone to break the spell.
Okay, so rich swamp thing lady had the bog where the witch lived fucking cleared.
That she had it paved over for like her horses' stables or something.
Yeah, and then the witch was like, "Ooh, I'll get you. You're gonna be fucking
Thick.
swamp creature now.
Thick as hell.
You're gonna be throwing it back with a dump truck ass."
Yeah, this movie's gonna be made by Pixar.
Is the
Yes.
witch horny?
I feel like you are.
No, the
I am
witch
not.
is just
Let me
spiteful.
tell you, I am not. After thinking about the centaur manticore cock, I am not horny whatsoever. This is not up my alley, guys. I'm sorry.
All right,
Clip it,
Wenzel,
clip
we
it.
get it. You're trying to convince yourself, but I know your cock is like super fucking hard right now.
I have a headache.
This might be this might be the first episode we have to tag as explicit.
Actually, maybe.
What?
Yeah, maybe actually.
Okay, so the swamp witch curses Miss Thing is becoming the swamp, and now her castle mansion is slowly sinking into the swamp, and her faithful butler, who's also cursed, is now has to carry around just like she has to bang one person to break her spell, and they only have one condom, so she has to choose between one.
Why does the goblin there then? Are we are we just having the goblin there for that one pickup?
No.
Because he's carrying around the condom on a little velvet pillow.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
Here you go, master.
We getting lucky today. Oh, not today. Oh, I'll better get it ready for later.
I'm so displeased for my mistress. She tried so hard.
Here you go, madam. One fresh con.
Freshly laundered, straight from the wash.
What is this
Don't
shit? Some
wa-
like reusable condom or something?
It's sheepskin. You
don't
can just
wanna-
clean it out, bro.
No.
Yeah, it's a family heirloom. It's like condoms were back
Oh,
in the day.
yes, of course.
Here you go, ma'am. No baby gravy for you.
Oh, you know what? I just had it's your. Oh my god, I don't like that. It's not family heirloom. If it's the mistress, because I feel disgusted. Never mind, because that means it's passed down from
Yeah.
her father.
Yeah, you weird motherfucker.
Hey, I didn't say the family heirloom. It's fresh from CVS. How about that? We'll have a CVS, and the store is set in the 1500s, right? The story is.
What's a pretty popular time in romance novels? Let's say like 1800s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a CVS in the 1800s, okay? And they got Dragon Ball Z action figures in the back.
Hell yeah.
I would just love it if like that was the only anachronism in the movie. It's just a present day CVS in it.
Yes. No reason, just the CVS.
God. All right, who's playing Miss Thing, or do you want to set up the rest of the cast first?
I feel like we should set up.
No,
this.
we can choose Miss Thing first.
All right, who's playing Miss Thing?
Okay, let's think about this. Are we wanting some kind of Godzilla situation where she's in a suit that looks kind of like a Hedorah or something like that? Or are we wanting her to just be the actress?
No, I would prefer it because all these like big titted, big ass monsters, whatever. I think like it's time to reel back all this like sexism in movie monsters. Instead of it just being like a girl with green skin, we just make her like an actual pile of like swamp and goo.
I like it.
Yes.
So we just give her a ghillie suit.
There you go.
I mean, not wrong.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. Just literally put a heaping pile of just leaves on her, and just she looks like a
Can
bush.
we have this actress be very method, and they actually want swamp things like covered? Just be covered in swamp stuff. The Joaquin Phoenix of for this movie.
Okay. Hear me out.
Okay,
Hear me out.
you got a pitch. Let's hear it.
Toni Collette.
Okay. You
Wait.
know what?
Okay.
I love Toni Collette.
If it's going to be a horror romance, Toni Collette has been in a lot of horror movies lately, and in each one they make her look more and more grotesque.
But she's kind of hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we won't see her because she has a fucking ghillie suit
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. All right. So, who's going to be the first to court Toni Collette Miss Swamp Thing? Is it going to be the Manticore or the Centaur?
I feel like it'd be the Centaur, because I feel like the Manticore is going to be the one that draws her eye away from the Centaur.
Okay. Got a good idea for the character of the Centaur. All right. He's kind of just a fuck up, like a clumsy, klutzy motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's played by Taika Waititi.
Okay.
And then we got to make the Manticore a Chad. Just like a super fucking himbo Chad.
Okay.
Let's see. Who do we want for the Manticore?
I don't know
Dwayne
what-
The Rock Johnson.
No, we've already had him
No,
too many
no,
times.
We are.
All right, Vin Diesel. Then.
No.
No.
I want to
I love
feel.
Benny D, but like,
God, that song was awful.
What about? Okay, wait. If he's a Chad, what about Chris Hemsworth?
Okay. All right, I can get behind that.
Chris Hemsworth as the Manticore.
He does
Yes.
give off Manticore energy. If I were to say anything about him, that's what I'd say.
But I mean,
Well, I thought we said before the show no MCU actors.
That's
what's his
right.
brother's name?
But-
Liam.
No, fuck
Oh.
Liam. He's the least Hemsworth.
I don't remember the other brother.
okay, no. Luke. Luke is literally the less Hemsworth.
He's the lesser Hemsworth, but he's not the
But
least
it's not-
Hemsworth.
Okay, no. No, it's literally Chris, Liam, Luke, Eli.
I didn't know there was a fourth one.
I didn't know there was a fourth
Me
one
neither.
I'm pretty sure there is. I think he's a
Oh,
doctor.
or what about Tom Hardy
Tom Hardy.
Okay.
for the Manticore?
All right.
I mean, Tom Hardy has very kissable lips.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Oh.
And plus, like, if someone's going to be the Manticore who's part lion, they need to have a hairy chest. They're like they just need big pecs that's just full of hair.
Okay.
I take it back. I made that up. There is no Eli. There's a Rob Hemsworth, but he's a cousin.
Yeah, just the bastard Hemsworth, the scion of the Hemsworth dynasty.
Did you just say dynasty?
Yeah, it's dinner.
He did.
I respect you more now, Pat.
What?
I love here. I don't know. It's just people say dynasty. I say dynasty, but when somebody says dynasty, I'm like, you know what? I respect that.
All right, cool.
Sure, show respect.
Don't all right me, bitch. You just said that a Manticore has Chad energy when the Centaur clearly has more Chad energy because he is the top part of a man.
No, Manticore definitely has more Chad.
But
energy.
the fucking Manticore is like part lion. That's like the ultimate Chad of the animal kingdom.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see what female lions do to male lions? They're total fucking pussies.
They're still lions. The female lions are.
Lioness, yeah,
They're
they
still
are.
badass.
But guess-
Okay, Wenzel. The thing is the male lion is such a fucking Chad that they just fucking take peggings from the female lions.
And-
That's how much of a Chad they are.
And
Well-
plus, look, you're measuring them on the lion scale, like the women lions and the male lions. But how all the other animals compare to the lion? That's what you really should be contesting.
And so the correct answer is lion. Is the most Chad.
A horse is not very
Well-
Chad. It's beautiful.
I see what you're saying, and it kind of makes sense now. Because like when you think of a Chad, a real Chad, they're kind of a piece of shit, kind of lazy, and that's what a lion
Yeah.
is. They're just literally big, stupid fucking cats.
Yeah, they're fucking himbos.
Now we need a himbo. Everybody, scan your brain for the biggest himbo.
Well, wait, are we still gonna do Tom Hardy for the Manticore?
I don't think he's
That's
much of a himbo. Did you see him in Venom?
No, I
Yeah.
did not see that
Come
movie
on.
because I have fucking self-respect.
That was total himbo energy.
All right, hear me out. David Thewlis.
Who?
He's the guy, the dad in I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
Oh no,
Come on.
we're not putting. For anybody who don't recognize that name, he was Professor Lupin in The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're struggling. Okay. Here's who we're not gonna use. We're not gonna use Zac Efron. We used him too many times.
Jason Momoa.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I just hit you with the
I like
biggest himbo energy you've ever got hit by.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we
It's
go.
kind of hard to argue that one. I mean, he already pretty much looks like a lion.
He really does.
He really does. Shit. Okay. Are we Momoa for Manticore?
I actually
Yes.
think he
Yes.
does give off Manticore energy, yes.
Fuck. Yep.
and is Michael Caine still the Goblin?
Of course he
Yes.
is, Pat.
Pat, what are you thinking?
And okay, who's gonna play the witch?
Okay. Can we get one of the dead Golden Girls? Can we CGI Golden Girl?
I don't know if that's really respectful.
Okay,
Cole.
the witch is Philip Seymour Hoffman if we're bringing people back from the dead.
Can it be Katniss from Hunger Games?
Jennifer
Jennifer
Lawrence?
Lawrence?
No.
Is she still
The
acting?
character, not Jennifer Lawrence.
That's just silly.
Whatever. My goblin's picking up condoms.
Yeah, because he's the butler goblin. Of course he does.
Okay,
that.
say
do you
that
think
out
actual
loud.
butlers
Say
would do?
yes. It's not silly. My goblin picks up condoms. Say that out loud.
Yes, it's not silly. My goblins pick up condoms.
Yeah, now you're silly.
Nope. I said that out loud too.
It's like, what kind of witch are
I
we
mean-
looking for? Like an evil witch, or one that's like minding her own business, and like someone came
Or
along
like
and
a
fucked with her?
Or like a hot and horny witch.
I feel like we should cast a witch that we get a swerve in the end. Like she's made out the part of the movie to be like, oh, she's just a evil haggard bitch who just like wants to ruin everybody's fun. But then when it comes out that Miss Thing paid over her swamp hut, then you realize she wasn't so bad and she wasn't as haggard as we were initially led on to be.
Okay, haggard version of the witch, Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Non-haggard version of the witch is going to be Naomi Watts.
I know that name. I just don't remember.
No. What was the name?
Naomi Watts.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I'm
I'm
not
for
hearing
that.
any pushback. So.
No
I like
dissenting
that.
opinions. Okay, so I would say is Taika Waititi fuck up Centaur? Was he like a stable hand at the house at the mansion when it got cursed, and that's why he's hanging around?
Yes.
Okay. How do we introduce Suitor, Big Chad, Manticore?
Are we thinking
all right,
this person's like always been a manticore, or
Okay, what I'm thinking is he is like a suit, like, just a general suitor. He comes by right as the house gets cursed.
okay?
So he's not initially a manticore, but then becomes a manticore.
The longer he stays there, he transforms into a Manticore.
Yes.
Because he's from far away, and he sent an invitation as a gentleman caller. It's like, hello, Miss Thing, I'm coming to court you. I will be there in 6 weeks' time. And then, in order to prepare for this big rich man to come to her mansion, she paves over Witch's hut to make room for his entourage. So when he finally arrives to the Sinky mansion and everything's like covered in slime and grime, he's like, oh well, this is quite a bother, isn't it?
Okay, I'm liking this.
So he steps out of that, and so like he's but everybody acts like nothing has changed. There's not like slime and piss and shit everywhere.
Yeah, and they're not like fucking horrific chimera monsters.
Yes, right.
Oh, I just got an email from some sponsors, as possible sponsors. They have a request for a scene where they're at a dinner table, and what they're eating for dinner is ramen and Pepsi. Can we have that? I know it's set in the 1800s, but we clearly need the Pepsi logo and the Maruchan logo to be visible.
I mean, we already got a CVS.
That's how they get the Pepsi and ramen. It's like, oh shit, all of our food is turned into swamp rat. So they send some servants out to the modern day CVS to pick up ramen and Pepsi, but they present it like it's fine dining.
Okay.
Yes.
But, okay, I just got a sponsor email too. They're asking if Jason Momoa can promote Monster Energy drink.
Oh my! Jason Momoa actually wants to do that. He talked to me behind this, like while I'm writing.
That was the only way we could get him to be in this movie.
Yeah, we kind of just told him, yeah, sure, you can drink monsters. And he said, yeah.
I feel like what if like he comes with just a bunch of monsters like in like a saddlebag, and like he sort of like just strong armed us into just. No, like, he just shows up to filming with a bunch of Monster Energy, and then like we have to jump through a lot of red tape to get the monster to let us film, or better yet, we filmed the whole movie, but we have to cut out the fact that the monster is in it because it's not an approved sponsor.
I thought it was weird when Jason Momoa popped open a monster, and he proceeded to say, "I love this delicious drink," and buy one now to get double experience in Call of Duty Cold War.
Hold on. There's a second part to this email. I gotta ask. Okay, I know we talked about hoarding a lot. Are there going to be sex scenes in this movie?
You know there's going to be.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
got to have sex with the centaur once. She's got to have sex with the minotaur once, so you know what it's both like with them. But then at the end of the movie, she has to decide who she's gonna marry, who she's gonna get with.
Okay, the reason why I ask is because the sponsors are asking when Jason Momoa is having sex with Swamp Thing that as a
What are you saying?
What is it?
Fucking spit it out.
as a post-sex drink, he whips out a monster and says, good for what a delicious thing to drink after some hardcore monster sex.
You know what? That is their new slogan. So I think we can work something out.
I think we should go a little further with it, like in the 1980s gay classic, The Beautiful Laundrette. While they're doing the do, he takes a swig of the monster, but he spits it in her mouth.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Oh my god.
Or she's pegging him, and she takes a sip of the monster and spits it in his mouth.
Like he leans back over to look at her. She's like, just spits it.
Yes.
When she takes a swig,
Oh no,
she says
they
it really
kiss,
releases
and
the
they
monster.
pass it back.
Oh, they fucking like swap it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they swap the monster back and forth in their mouth.
I was gonna say too, like, because they're pounding so hard, they're working their muscles. They drink it as well as to rejuvenate themselves. So as like he drinks, he's like, "Hey, want some monster?" As I'm pounding your ass. And she's like, "Yes, thank you." And then she drinks it, and it's like, it's so good. I feel like I have so much more energy now for you to pound my ass. He's like, "Me too."
This isn't a sponsor request. This is more of a me request. Can we have Jason Momoa waterboard her with Monster?
That sounds like torture.
No. She says
This is about to take a real
it's
dark
it's an
turn.
S&M thing. Okay, it's not. It's for the story.
Oh yeah,
It's completely consensual.
Yeah, because in the highfalutin world of Miss Thing, S&M stands for Sir and Madam. We're just like, "Sir, may I have a spanking?" "Yes, Madam, you may." And they just sort of pat bottoms back and forth.
Sir, may I be waterboarded? Yes, madam, you can.
I just got an email from Jason Momoa saying that if it's not for sponsor related, that he won't do it.
It's sponsor related. Okay.
Now he'll do it.
Alright.
All right.
So that's 160 down. Okay, maybe do we need all three of them to have sex. Every character have sex at least once with each other.
I don't know if the goblin can withstand that. I'll be honest with you. The horse thing won't work out.
No. Okay, wait. Should we have some a tiny creature for the goblin to
We're
fuck?
not gonna bring a mouse into this.
No, Jesus Christ. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Or how about we find a middle ground and have like a little mouse girl?
Or well, since it's a swamp, how about we have a dryad? This is a wood spirit.
But it's also like 2 feet tall.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have this thing in Momoa. They have their scene, and I feel like klutzy Stableman. He's just bumbling around outside and just happened to see the ground pounding that happening in Miss Thing's bedroom. So he runs away, screams, but falls 3 times on the way away. So Miss Thing sees, so she runs out to try to console him, and they end up banging.
But like the pounding is much more excessive than.
And it's so
with
loud it
Momoa.
scares townspeople, and that's why there's legends.
It sounds like every stroke sounds like a gunshot.
Oh my god, they invented an AR-15 in the 1800s.
It's literally like a jackhammer. It's just like.
I'm just thinking because the centaur is like weak sauce. She doesn't use the condom with him.
What?
Oh, what? Okay, playing into him. He's kind of a soft boy. First, he's like, finally, I get to have my moment with Miss Thing. Then you realize she's so like forceful. Like her idea of like fun sex is too forceful for him, so he gets scared and runs off. It's like he needs someone more soft, and that's where he runs into Jason Momoa, and they're just like, and they're both commiserating. It's like, wow, we really like this girl, don't we? But she's a little too rough for me. And then that's how they fuck.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do...
And it's just really intimate and passionate.
Yeah, this is like love making, like making whoopee.
Can we
Yeah.
have the
And, like,
armor from Dracula being possessed by a spirit watching them do this?
Yes.
Okay. I like this. I like this a lot.
And then also, as it's watching, the centaur and the manticore notice. They're like, "Hey, like." The centaur's like, hey, that piece of armor's watching us, and Jason Momoa's Manticore's like, let him, and then that's when they like get into it.
You see their hands just like kind of interlaced with each other, and it's like really sensual, and like the swamp gas just sort of fogs up the whole room.
Yes.
And I was gonna say, because to break the witch's curse, because they started fucking each other, they turned back into regular Jason Momoa and Taika Waititi.
Maybe because they have sex off of the mansion's property, so as they're fucking, they slowly turn back into humans.
Yes.
Because I was gonna say, how do we get the witch back involved? Like, what if there's like this is a climax? Like the witch is like watching them fucking the bushes, and she like rolls a piece of paper that has like that it spills the beans. Why'd you spill your beans, boy? To Jason Momoa and Taika Waititi, it's like, whoa, this witch that she said was just a super bitch. She wasn't that bad. So the witch is trying to get them to go away, so she can't. So Miss Thing can't break the spell, and she'll say a swamp thing forever. And they go off and have regular sex. How do we get everybody back to being friends and back together?
No, hold on. Before we do that, for the Centaur and Manticore sex scene, because it's Jason Momoa, he's got to do his monster sponsorship. So again,
Every single sex scene, he's got to do the monster sponsorship.
but this time,
you go, Wenzel.
I was gonna say, but this time Jason Momoa, he's like, he's very like, he's like, hey, as they're having sex, he's like, do you want some monster? And then Taika's centaur's like, yes, thank you, you're such a gentleman. And he drinks it. It's like, man, a gentleman monster offering me some monster energy drink to help me as we have some hot monster lovemaking.
What I was thinking was, the sex scene, it's getting heated, passionate, and then it pauses, just straight pause, and then Jason Momoa walks in front of the screen. Hi, my name's Jason Momoa, and let me tell you about Monster Energy drink.
Okay, I like this.
I'm okay with that.
And then gives his ad break, walks off screen, and then the sex scene continues.
But when he walks off the
But it-
screen, there's like 40 seconds of like just pause, and you're like, did my Blu-ray mess up?
Yes.
But whenever he does the pause, it's right as we get Jason and Taika's O face.
Yes, I like it. And they gotta finish together.
So once it unpauses, they both splooge.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
A thought came to mind.
Okay, let's hear it, Pat.
What if there's a money shot, but the money shot is like someone getting hit in the face with Monster?
Okay.
I like that. Yes.
Like, can we? Oh, like for the Miss Swamp creature, we could just throw some
wait,
swamp mud at Jason Momoa.
It's just like a handful of mud hits Monster like right in the face.
Her fucking pussy becomes a fucking gusher. Just.
I was gonna say, I feel like somebody should see somebody banging somewhere, and they look through a keyhole, they hear like the floorboards rattling, and they see like the lighthouse instead of cum, it's just like Monster dribbling through a hole in the floor.
Yes.
I think the little goblin should be watching through the hole in the floor, and it's like, what's that? And the cum just falls through the hole, covering him, and he's stuck like a mousetrap, like a sticky mousetrap.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So hold on. I just got another email. Monster Monster just came out with their brand new Monster flavored condoms.
Oh my god!
They said that because Swamp Thing only has one condom, they said that they want Jason Momoa and Taika Waititi to be safe, and they also want to make people understand about safe sex, so they have these now fun flavored Monster condoms they want them to use.
Okay. And the only way to activate them is to chew on them.
Yes. All right. So, there's going to be some bickering back and forth. We could work out the details later. But eventually they're going to come together, and it's like, okay, we're going to create this polycule. And then Naomi Watts, Witch Lady, is so moved by the love that she's like, okay, I'm going to reverse everything. But then, out of nowhere, a fucking octopus shows up.
Oh my god.
And it drags the witch into the swamp and she drowns, so they save monsters.
Yes.
And then they say at the end, it was Beauty that killed the beast.
Yes. And then it just ends in like a monster flesh pile.
And before the credits roll, you see the sandworms from Dune jump over the swamp in the background, and it consumes everyone whole.
Yes.
I think this is a pretty good movie.
Like I would watch this.
I would 100% watch this. This is better than Sharknado, better than Velocipaster. This made me make my O face. That's a review on the box, by the way.
And I and as I would watch this, I would drink some nice energy inducing Monster.
Also, if you tag us on Twitter, if you drinking a Rockstar while watching this, we will hunt you down and sue you.
Yes.
you traitorous motherfucker.
What's the title of this movie?
Party Like a Rock Star. That's my input.
I was thinking Not in My Swamp.
All right, going a little German.
Not my swamp.
No, it's just Not My Swamp, but in Mike Myers' voice.
I'm thinking Children of Dune.
Colt, that's the name of a book.
I haven't read it yet.
That's taken.
That does not matter. You can't steal the name of a book.
Dang it.
What do you have a title, Pat?
I'm trying to think. Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard
God damn
bash.
it. That's fucking genius. That's fucking
It is pretty
genius.
good.
But could we add In the Swamp, Monster Mash in the Swamp?
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Because it's not a one-off series. This is a series called Monster
okay.
Mash.
Each movie's called the Monster Mash. Like, yes, Colt. But like each sequel is like a completely different cast of monsters set in a very specific biome. Like Monster Mash at sea, Monster Mash in the woods.
Monster Mash Himalayas.
Monster Mash in space.
Monster Mash in space.
I like this
I
idea.
like it a lot. It sounds like we got our good series to come. Pun intended. Am I right, guys?
Oh!
Whoa!
Fuck. Anybody else here feel like you just threw up in your brain?
You know,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm such a chaotic creature that I cause this to happen. But like before we do these things, I always say like there's not gonna be any hardcore horny. It's just we're gonna be funny and do it serious. Be funny but do it serious, and it's gonna be good. And we made hardcore porn, and
Yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking. How this would immediately turn into.
And I don't know if that's
porn snuff
us
film.
or if that's me. Like, am I some kind of chaotic mischief god who? Okay.
No, I think it's just all of us, honestly.
Yeah. We're like mentally so horny, but like physically not horny at all. When we're in a group, it's weird.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Also, we're 7 months into a quarantine, so I think our minds are fully deep into the brain rot.
Yeah, my brain is gone. It's just a ghost in the shell right now.
My brain is smooth.
God damn it! Why? Why would you admit that?
Because I ironed it out.
Yeah, you get the wrinkles out, man.
Yeah.
I put mine in a hot pot, and it only made it hot.
There's not a brain to be had on this show, as I'm sure you've been able to tell.
I don't know. I think we're fucking creative geniuses. Pay us, Hollywood.
Yeah, pay
We'll
us.
make you a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
Just let us be pitch guys.
We will bring
fucking
back
pitch
Daniel
everything.
Radcliffe.
He never left.
We will bring him back.
We'll save him for Monster Mash in the Sea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, we have to fight against this absurd rule that because of COVID, you can't have sex in movies anymore.
Oh.
So we got to wait till at least 2025 to release this one.
Oh, I just thought of a bad joke for like some kind of scary movie, 33. Instead of a condom, they put a little face mask on the tip of their pee-pee.
Okay.
That's all I have. That's all the brain power I have.
You know what
for this
though?
episode.
You know what though? That's good because it's like put the scream mask, and it's like whenever he whips out, he's like, "What's up?" Jesus, damn it! Well, man, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. He's in the movie Horns, and there's actually a sex scene in there with him. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so on that note,
It's time to go bye-bye.
Bye-bye, man.
My brain left the building about 35 minutes ago. So thank you all so much for joining us on the very first installment of the 2020 spooky Halloween season. We have a lot more spooky content coming out this month. We hope you join us for all those. No promises they'll be that horny, though, but we'll see what happens when we get there. So thank you all so much for listening today. You can follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Spotify, and any RSS feed catcher out there. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe on all those platforms. 5-star, that helps us out, puts us up higher in the algorithms, puts us in front of new people, and just keeps the show going. You can follow us on our socials, on Twitter and Instagram at AYCH Podcast. You can follow us on Letterboxd and Facebook at All You Can Hear. You can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. And Twitch VOD goes up on YouTube, which is also at All You Can Hear. And lastly, you can follow me, Patrick, on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at John Lost His Name. You can follow my art on Facebook at John Lost His Name Art.
and my name is Jonathan. You can follow me on Twitter at JONIIBOI24 and Letterboxd at JohnOdenson12.
My name is Colt. You can follow me on Twitter at ColtD00. I know today wasn't as spooky, but it's just the start. I guarantee, you know what? No, not just me. We guarantee by the end of the month, you will have shit your pants.
Wait a minute. I don't.
If you listen
you're
to
not
this
speaking-
episode for even 1
you're
second,
not
you
speaking-
will shit your
Not
pants.
speaking for me. I do not guarantee that.
Whatever.
Oh.
But if you don't shit your pants, I'm sorry.
If you don't shit your pants, Wenzel will owe you money.
Whoa.
Yes.
Why is
Wenzel said he'll pay you $1,000 each.
Why is everybody pulling? Well, why? Thank you for listening. I do not agree to any of that. You can follow me on Twitter at Winsy Wilkie. You can follow my art Instagram at World of Winsy. You can follow me on Letterboxd at Winsy, or you can look up my Twitter handle. It should be there. Goodreads, I think, is World of Winsy, maybe. You can go to my link tree, and it'll be there. So, if you want to see what I'm reading or some boring nerd shit like that, you can go there. Thank you.
Fucking nerd.
Once again, thank you all. Stay spooky. We'll be talking to you very soon. Take care.
Boo.
Bye-bye.
Monster, please sponsor us.
Monster.